Okay, moving on to the next three in section 15.7, I had a little lettering error on the note packet, and you'll see this is problem J, problem K, and then I have a repeat in problem J, but a different problem here, just the same letter. So I did letter it the same as on the worksheet. These get kind of messy. I hope you get some that are factorable, and you'll see what I mean as we work through these. But what we're going to do here is we learned in a previous section that we can combine this into a singular logarithm. And so I'm going to combine this into natural log of x plus 3 times x minus 3. Okay. And then what happens here is, and it would help if I would have written this problem down, right? This was 8 actually right here. I was kind of wondering why this is going to work out a little wacky. But then I have the natural log of 5 here. Once we see we have this condensed into two of the same base logarithms, what we can do is we can cancel out the logarithm here. Now I'm going to FOIL this. So I have x squared plus 5x minus 24 equals 5. So remembering with a quadratic, we want to get this in standard form. So I'm going to have x squared plus 5x minus 29 equals 0. I subtracted 5 from both sides. Okay, so this is the thing that we have to work with now to try to find out x. And we, in a previous module, we learned we could try to factor this, but the problem with this is it's not factorable. Okay, so this is not factorable. Well, that's trouble for us because not really, but we have to use the quadratic formula, and you could use a quadratic formula calculator on the internet if you'd like. But when you do the quadratic formula, you get two solutions here. Well, I challenge you to test these solutions into the original equation. And what you'll find out is that when you test the negative in there, it won't work. So you have to rule out the negative solution. Okay, so make sure that on this one, we only get one solution. So it just make sure you do your check. Okay, so I'm going to put a little note to you. Check. All right. Now in this next one, we're going to combine these two to make log of x minus 1 times x plus 3 equals log of 9. And then similar to this problem, we can cross out the like base logarithm here. And we have x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals 9. Subtracting 9, we get x squared plus 2x minus 12 equals 0. First instinct is that this is factorable, but if you mess around with it a little bit, it's not factorable. So this is not factorable. And so again, we'd have to go to the quadratic formula. Now I hope you get some that are factorable. And when you do go to the quadratic formula, remember you get the plus and minus solution. But do your check here, okay? Do your check. And you'll find out that this one, okay, that doesn't work. So you have to rule out the negative. Okay. All right. Moving on to this last one here. It's a little easier than these because this is already set up for us to cancel out the logarithm. And what I have here is x squared minus 13x plus 40 equals 9. Subtract 9. I get x squared minus 13x plus 31 equals 0. And again, I have to go to the quadratic formula, okay? And what I find is I do get two solutions this time, okay? And here, check these, okay? check these and you'll find out that both work. Okay, so we actually get two solutions on this one. So you can put them back into the original equation and see that they work. Okay. Another way you could graph this in Desmos and graph this in Desmos, and you'll see that the two functions cross each other twice. Okay, here you'll see it only crosses once. So we're getting a little more advanced. We're almost done with the course. You should maybe try to explore a few of those things. So I hope that helped. These are kind of messy ones, but like I said, I hope you get some that are factorable. Well, there's two more in 15.7, so we'll take a look at those.